Hey guys, it's Robin, RsIslandCrafts, and welcome to my craft room. This is my WiP It Wednesday video where I show you whatever I worked on in the craft room this week. And it is not a look at my kitty video. This is Miss Whiskers. She's gonna be a good girl. Oh, it's a good girl. Hi. Oh, we call her the queen because she is the boss of the house. We have 3 cats and she is in charge. She teaches the younger ones how to behave. I believe she's 6. We've had her since she was a kitten, and I want to say she's 6. She does not like to have her belly touched unless she's in the mood to have her belly touched. And it's not today. But she does like loving. And for those that worry, she is on a quilt, but don't worry because this quilt is going to a family friend. It's going to get washed first. And they're not going to worry about any little whiskers fur. I always take the lint roll and roll over them anyway, so they don't always have to. I try to avoid any stray cat hairs as much as possible. Huh, Miss Whiskers? She is Robbie's cat, our youngest. Well, he's 20 now. He's still the youngest kid, but it just feels weird to say the youngest. There we go. And thank you for leaving some food behind. Now that I've scared Miss Whiskers off, let's see what I worked on this week. Now, since we have this quilt right here, let's go ahead and take a peek at this. My daughter has a friend. Both parents were in the army at one point. Mama decided to separate from the army when she got pregnant. And now the father's done with his time and everything like that. So he's going to be leaving. But they have a baby boy. And I think he's maybe 2 or 3 months old. He's a little guy still. So he needs to have a quilt. So I decided to go ahead and give him this quilt. And I went with something very boyish on the front. This is the quilt you've seen before in the past. And then I put all kinds of bright stuff on the back. So we got a little camouflage. We got some flames and cupcakes and music notes. Peas in a pod. I don't care how old you are, boy or girl. Winnie the Pooh. That's my daughter's favorite, so a little bit of that. We got some turtles. Just a whole bunch of novelty fabrics that I cut, I believe 10-inch squares, and made a back. So I'm going to go ahead and get this quilted up as soon as I can and get it out to him. I'm thinking with all the different reds in here, I might just go ahead and quilt this in red. I originally thought of just straight line quilting on all of these lines just to get it done, but I don't know, I might want to meander. I might meander in here and straight line in there. You never know, I won't know until I get it on the machine. Miss Whiskers loves to lay on pillows and stacks of books and anything that raises her head up above where her body is. So anytime she jumps into my craft room and gets up on the table, she finds something to lay on. There's always something on my table for her to lay on. The other part of sewing is I did finish up the dessert bags. I have made 5 of them. So anyone who's asked for these, if you requested me to make another dessert bag and you haven't received a PayPal invoice, please go ahead and send me a message at my Gmail or comment down here. I think I've got a hold of everyone who had requested one. So I have these 3, and then it gave me 2 extra left over to put into the shop. So if anyone's interested in these will be going in the shop, or just let me know down below and you can go ahead and purchase them now before I ever get them listed. I decided, because I didn't figure out how to do the pocket, and when someone had the right suggestion for me, like a self-binding baby blanket or something like that, I'd already made the bags at that point. So what I did with the pockets is I just went ahead and I bordered around the little charm square, and that gave me a large enough pocket. This actually fits my iPhone in it sideways, so it's nice and roomy in there. So hopefully that works out for everyone that wanted to have a pocket. Gives you enough space, but it's not too big. All these bags are made from the same fabrics. It all depends on where the fabric was cut and the placement and stuff like that. These were charm squares that I'd already purchased on eBay quite a while ago. So they're all the same, yet they're all a little bit different. That's all I did in the sewing department. That was quite enough as it was. I did not get to finish my next dishcloth. I am into the black. I'm waiting to see if I'm going to actually get into the green. And I have a feeling when I get to the green, it's probably just going to be a little itty bit like this. But we'll see. I'm at the decreasing part. And I'm probably 3/4 of the way done. So I might get lucky and get some of that green in there. Somebody mentioned that it would actually be a Halloween dishcloth. I agree completely. I didn't even think about that. The orange, the black, and the green, perfect for Halloween. Now, my last project that I worked on, I really thought I was going to get this one finished before I talked to you today, but I didn't, and that's okay. This is the Taproot Cowl that I'm working on. I had started up here, if you guys remember, and I'd worked my way down. I am now actually down into the lace. There are 3 sections of the lace, and let's see how many I actually got done. So this is where I was when I showed you last week, and I managed to get that much done. So I'm getting really close to the end. This is one section of lace right here, and I'm just getting ready to go into the next section of lace, I believe. Yep, I've already done the lace. So I've done this whole section up to this point, and then another section. So I'm just working on these pearl parts right here. So then I have one more full section, and this will be done. So this, barring any strange happenings this week, I should be able to finish this up and have it all done so you can see it next week. I do think it's turning out really nice. It's got some nice structure, and then once again, once it's had its little bath and it gets blocked, all these stitches are going to bloom nicely and it'll be fun. This will stop curling once it's blocked. That's the whole thing about working with wool and stuff. You have to really block it to make it pay attention and listen to what you want it to do. So that's it for me this week. Did you guys get anything done? I know a few of you are getting really close to having some of your big project finished, and a couple of you have actually finished some large projects. So I think everyone deserves a round of applause for that. Summertime is very busy. Everyone's out and about doing things and trying to spend time with family and soak up that sunshine. Actually, I'm trying to hide in my house and avoid that sunshine because it is very bright and hot out there. But many of you guys know how hot it is this year because you're dealing with over 100-degree temperatures also up into the northern part of the U.S. and the southern part of Canada. It's been getting pretty hot up there for you guys. We're used to it, so everyone, I don't think there's very many houses here, maybe a handful in each town that doesn't have air conditioning. Most people either have window air conditionings or central AC like we have. And I know a lot of people up north don't have air conditioning in their houses, so this weather has been quite miserable for them. So wherever you're at, stay hydrated, stay cool, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.